Welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, the world champ, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for Sam LaRue, Octane. We got Call of Duty champion.
Fire Benj, man. Fire him.
Fire this guy. He didn't get the intro. We got the head coach of the Bush, Call of Duty champion, Don Dada, a.k.a. Temp. We got multi-Call of Duty champion, world champion, Dylan Attach Price. And, of course, we got the executive producer of The Flank, Mr. Benj Nassim. Gentlemen, how we doing? How we feeling? Pat, Ian, Pat, Enable, and Chris we're all invited to come on. I don't know if they're going to come on. I know Pat's a little busy. Chris is checking into the hotel. I don't know what Ian's doing, but all weekend long, the shows are open to all the co-hosts. So if they're around, they're around. If not, they're not, but everybody's invited. So maybe we'll get some other co-hosts popping in throughout the show and throughout the weekend. We'll see what happens. Optic won today, so I don't know if we'll see Pat. But, yeah, man, what a crazy, crazy day. We're here live from Major 1. We're in the venue right now. We're in one of the suites. It was awesome, man. Dale, what'd you think of the venue today?
Oh, the venue was sick. I mean, honestly, for a Thursday, it was pretty packed. A lot of fans were here. Everyone took care of business, but we're going to get to it with having the FaZe boys, Tom. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was bad.
Everyone else did their thing. FaZe went out there and got clapped. So we're going to have to figure out what happens there.
Yeah, they got cooked. Don Dada, what's going on with you, man? How you doing? How's the Bush doing?
I'm chilling. The Bush didn't play today. We're going to play some Challengers kids tomorrow. Should be fun.
You had the boot camp? You had the boot camp and
we
stuff?
had the boot camp yesterday. Yeah, the boot camp went well. Shout out to Optic for running that. Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. It's just nice to see everybody. That's how I feel. I just feel happy. I feel happy to be in the venue, happy to be at another event.
Oh, yeah.
It's just good to see everyone, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
chilling.
fun. Hey, shout out to Optic, by the way. They hooked us up with a fire setup here at the venue. We wouldn't be here without them. And obviously the boot camp was awesome too. They invited the Stallions out. The Stallions got some good practice. They played pretty good, right?
The Stallions playing really well. Everyone, that's a good thing. When the community is gassing the Stallions up, you know they played well. Because usually everyone's hating on the Stallions, hating on Swooty.
Yeah.
But they were getting props from everyone. Even the players, like Spark came up to Swooty. He's like, yo, you guys were shooting. So it's good for them to get those props.
What about you, Sam? Sam, what's going on over there? How's it been at home over there? How's the watch party going?
Oh, it's good, man. Bars popping, dude. It's great to see everybody. The venue energy today was fucking insane, man. So it's great start to the weekend, man. Let me tell you.
Absolutely, Sam. It's good to hear you, Sam.
Absolutely.
We didn't have you all day today, man. I missed your voice, man. It's a pleasure, man.
You wouldn't have wanted me in that call for that series, brother.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. And then, of course, we got the one and only Benj. Benj, how you doing? How you feeling? Ben's on Tinder right now. He's been on Tinder all day.
Nah, Swooty just DM'd me. He's asking if he can come up. I thought it was a good day. I mean, I think the venue's pretty sick, and I thought the crowd gave some good energy today. I thought the matches were interesting. I thought they would be a little bit more awesome than they ended up being, because pretty much every series is one team playing well, the other team not playing as well. But we got a very interesting bracket so far. I'm excited to talk about matches with the boys.
Yeah, man, we had some bangers today to start off opening day here at Major 1, and we're going to hop right into it and give our thoughts on the matches. Want to swap on over and take a look. We got Paris Genomates kicking things off against Toronto Koi. This one ended up being a 3-1 victory for the Genomates over Toronto. We start things off on a Den hard point where Genomates get a 250 to 169 win. Then we go to an exposure S&D. Toronto with a bounce back in that one. They win 6-3, tied the series up at 1. But then it was Genomates all from there in the respawns. Just 5-3 in the exposure overload and 250 to 154 in the exposure hard point. It was great plays coming in from the Genomates. I'll start. I mean, I thought the Genomates in respawn against Toronto was just a mismatch, to be honest. I felt like it was a skill diff. Just the slaying power coming in from the Genomates, especially in the hard points. Dante had a phenomenal series. I'll actually scroll down here, take a look at the stat sheet, see what's going on. Everybody negative except for Joe Thieves on Toronto. You got a 1.09 from Joe Thieves. You got a 0.64 from Real today. It was a rough series from him. A 0.81 from Insight. A 0.95 from Kleenex. And on the other side, you had Sib with a 1.18. Neptune with a 1.2. Ghosty with a 1.14, Envoy with a 1.08. Scroll down, take a look at the match MVP. Going to be Neptune with a 1.24 in hardpoint, a 0.57 in search, and a 1.32 in the overload. Personally, I thought the slaying power was a big mismatch today, but Dylan, we'll start with you. What did you think?
I mean, that Neptune 11 spree or 12 spree, whatever that was insane. It seemed like Genomates had no respect for them. They were just running at them. Sib, first map, absolute takeover. The biggest thing I'm worried about for Toronto right now is they've just been playing bad. The last few matches have been really bad. Real had like a uncharacteristically bad series today too. Insight didn't play well either, so like they have to figure something out. And the biggest issue is they're not like playing as a team. They don't look comfortable together on the map. They're all on different pages, and it's just not looking good. So they have a really tough matchup tomorrow versus Miami.
Hey,
I don't know. Come on, log in, boys. Come on.
Ben's not locked. Go ahead.
Ben.
No, because I get fucking distracted by Stallions players, bro.
Well, tell him to fuck off.
Yeah, tell them.
Like, it's
Big business. We'll handle
chill,
them, Ben. We'll
Clutch,
handle
chill,
them. We'll
Clutch.
handle them.
Tell them to go fuck themselves. Swooty's already trying to join the bush.
Yeah, fuck Swooty, man. Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, Toronto definitely has to lock it in tomorrow. I feel like Inside and Real definitely got to step up. Real's playing his old team, so if he comes out and drops another stinker again today, it's going to be a bad look. But Genomates look great in the respawn. SND, they were trolling a little bit. They were Neptune a couple times went a little too rogue, and they kind of threw some rounds away. But in respawn, masterclass.
Yeah, for sure. Donnie, what'd you think? What'd you think of the series?
Pick Toronto.
Damn.
I picked
Donnie.
Toronto. Listen, I'm at a point, I'm trying to win the predictions. I got to make some risks. Got to take some risks.
That's
Got to
true.
take
That's
some
true.
chances.
Bro, you ain't winning shit. I got like a 5-point
You
lead
got
on everybody. Like,
Ben,
just
Ben,
almost
Ben.
win,
I'm
bro.
talking about my breaker point boys. You know what I'm saying? I was
Alright,
2 games
actually,
back.
They keep holding L's.
I was
Actually,
2
I'm down for
games
that.
back.
I'm
I
down
was
for
2
that.
games
I'm
back.
down for
But
that.
listen, I tried to take a chance. I tried to go reverse juju. You know, Real was hitting some crybaby cheese the last match they lost. So
hoping he's not here today,
you know
'cause
what?
holy
I'm gonna
shit.
pick him this
Hit
time.
X on the stream.
I decided to
Yeah.
pick Real this time because last time he was hitting crybaby cheese in the chat. This time he threw up the 0.6 bullshit. Threw up the supreme bullshit.
Oh, man.
This doesn't make sense to me just because like Joe is literally a top 5 player in the game. Like, how is this team this bad with a top 5 player in the game? Why is Kleenex not the sub duo for Joe? Like, I don't understand. Especially if Real's throwing up the horse. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
He needs help.
I don't see why Kleenex and Joe would not be one of the best sub duos in the league. Especially with Joe playing like this. It literally makes no sense to me. And I know people who say, oh, it's early, we don't want to call for changes. I think this team could be solid. Maybe they could turn it around and get like top 4, not this tournament, but like a future tournament. But like Kleenex and Joe, I think you can win.
Yeah.
Pick up an AR player. Like, pick up a cracked AR player. Like,
It is weird seeing Kleenex on an AR and kind of running like that flex.
he's not even bad. He's not bad as an AR, but like I feel like Kleenex has a lot of respect from like pros around the league. He's been one of the best sub players in the league for years. Yeah. Why the fuck is he an AR?
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
Questions what they're thinking over there. I mean, Sam, let's go to you. I mean, what'd you think of the series? What'd you think about it? What are your thoughts?
I thought this was just fucking team diff, top to bottom, truthfully. The respawns, I mean, they were just outclassed, individual performance aside. Obviously, Dante map 1 and then the whole team in the map 4. But I think Gentlemates is the best hardpoint team right now. They just, top to bottom, are ethical players, bro. The gameplay, the mini-map, it's all great. Toronto, I think Real has been severely underwhelming for me. I mean, my preseason prediction for this Toronto team was top 4 max. I think they're the exact same team as last year. I don't see a path forward other than roster changes for this team to like really increase the ceiling. I agree with Donnie. I think having Toby run a sub and be a high impact, like everybody knows him to be, I think having him on an AR just lowers the ceiling of the roster as a whole. Before today, I was actually relatively high on Jamie. I thought that his start to the season was actually pretty good compared to previous years. I personally have been on his ass, but I thought that he started this year well. But the way that this team plays, they're just off sync with each other. I think the roles are a problem. I think the respawn gameplay is an issue. They just don't really seem to be on the same page, and they need to have either a massive like just team discussion to figure this shit out or changes, because this team is not nearly as good as it should be.
Yeah, I think already people are starting to talk about it a little bit. Just seems like the composition is not really working. But Benji, what do you think? What are your thoughts over there?
I think you guys kind of touched on most of it for me. I mean, I felt like Real was very poor today. I feel like he takes a lot of crazy chows, and yeah, if you win those and you ego chow, great. But if you missed him, it makes you look like an idiot. And I think there were a couple of times, especially in maps 3 and 4, I think he cost his team initial bloods in a lot of really key team map control situations. I agree with the sentiment of the desk. I think eventually there is a question in this team about whether or not Toby's in the right role and if they want to get him back on a sub. I'm not, I think, ready to go there yet just because, again, of how little impact I think Real gave him today. But I do think Jalen may turn a good spot. I think the exposure S&D was pretty clean out of Toronto. So I do think my concerns about General Mates' search maybe still there. We'll see what they do against Thieves on Saturday, but it's a good start to the tournament for them.
It's like you're with us, Sam. It's like you're right behind the counter. You're right behind the counter with Benji over here.
You looking good in that jersey, Sam. LAT, baby.
I'm keeping Benji's Tinder date.
But yeah, I think overall, I think we can all agree that Genomates, just like in the respawns, Dude, they're insane.
Yeah, just so much better at hardpoint than them.
Yeah, hey, I mean, we got to talk about Neptune too. I definitely.
That guy's still underrated. I don't care.
He is insane.
I don't care.
He's disgusting.
He's still
bro.
underrated.
It's even just like the routes he takes and just like the different things he's doing. I mean, he had a couple big sprees here in this first hard point as well, where he just fucking finds a 3-piece or a 4-piece out of nowhere. Actually, it was the exposure, right? He went on an 11 streak.
The exposure was on that might be like the play of the tournament so far.
Actually, we have it right here. Breaking point actually got a clip. I don't know if these clips load. Yeah, here we go. But Neptune, it's just his aggression. Like his aggression, his routes. He's just annoying to play against, honestly.
This guy's insane, bro.
There were 2 routes in that exposure HP that I'm sure you guys noticed. It was Dill pinching the P2 with like 10 seconds left when he was behind all 4 of them, and then Neptune doing it on the P3, which is in the end of the 11 spree here. Like the amount of like trust that you have in your team to make those like insane plays with 10 seconds left. If like you die, you're spawning out, the whole map gets fucked. But like the confidence that these guys have in each other and the way that they're playing hardpoint right now, they're the best hardpoint team. And I actually don't think it's close, bro. The mastery which they play with right now for this mode specifically is fucking crazy.
I will say, Sam, I agree with you. If you play this way and you get the kills, it's unrelenting pressure. The other way that this game style swings, though, when they take these crazy pinches, if they're not shooting it straight, like there is going to be a lot of weird spacing on the map, but that hasn't been a concern for them so far.
But the thing, if you go to that clip, you see Dante, number 6, actually back up and just guarantee the block and start playing for new, even at 20 seconds, because he knows Neptune's going to make this play and pitch him in the side. Like that's just a heads-up play. They all know what they need to do in this situation.
They're on the same page.
That's a great play to Dante,
bro. When these guys play HP, the minimap is on fucking point.
I couldn't agree more. Any final thoughts on Genomates or Toronto? I think for Genomates, maybe just work on your S&D, right? Like they're so good at hardpoint. I think if they want to make a run and actually win this tournament, I think they just have to focus on their other game modes, and they can go on and win this thing.
Yeah, they definitely can. If they can get an Overload or S&D, one of those in their bag, they're going to be a scary team.
Yeah.
Toronto have a really difficult losers round 1 match. We'll talk about that at the end of this show, but there's a real danger of them getting dead last this tournament right now.
Yeah, which knowing the players on the team, especially like Joe and stuff, I just feel like if they get dead last, they're going to be fucking like tight, bro.
They're going to be tweaking. They're probably going to make a change if they get dead last.
Yeah.
Because Joe needs some help.
I wouldn't doubt it. But, all right, any other final thoughts, boys, on that series before we move to the next one? Because Sam's about to be bricked up for this next one. We might as well start with him.
It's just exceed on land, bro.
You know, I mean, let's switch on over. We got the Carolina Royal Ravens, who was on a win streak going into the major, going up against LA Thieves. And if you didn't know, this matchup just happened, obviously, in the last online matches, and Carolina got the better of Thieves. But today, LA Thieves with a 3-0 smoke, and it wasn't even close. We start things off on an exposure hard point. LA Thieves win 250 to 189 in that one. Then a Den S&D. LA Thieves win 6-3. Yeah, they're yapping, man. Get him the fuck out of this week, man. Get him out of here, except for Mama Attach. Everybody else out except for Mama Attach.
W Mom, you can stay. Gersh is doing interviews and shit for the vlog or something. You know? The Stallions all up here. We got Swooty and Hyde. You know? The hell is going on? It's a party up in this suite.
Hey, Mama, we're gonna have Mama Attach kick them all out.
It's a 1-day party. There's no more parties starting tomorrow. I'll tell you that.
Door's gonna be locked. Door's gonna be locked.
And then we got, of course, we got a Scar Overload where LA Thieves went 6-3 there as well. So a 6-3 Den S&D for LA Thieves and a 6-3 Scar Overload for LA Thieves. So really comfortable here for the LA Thieves. We'll scroll down, take a look at the stat sheet, man. You do not like to see that. You got Carolina.
Nice.
You know the red carpet sound, Dylan? It's this one right here. Absolutely.
This one?
Yeah. No, not that one.
Oh, shit. Which one is it? Oh, my bad. I'm learning the things. I've never done that before. My bad.
This is a very scuffed flank, but I love it. Carolina. You got Craze with a .79. You got Exceed with a .91. Lurks with a .86. And Nero with a .75. They got worked on today. On the other side, we saw Paco beat Paco today, and I think that's going to be the highlight that I'm going to talk about the most today. Hydra with a 1.42 here in the first series on LAN. You have Kenny with a 1.19. You have Scrap with a 1.02. And a Beezy with a 1.25. Crazy that Ben wanted this guy dropped. And he's dropping 1.25 here.
Drop. Yeah, here's
Scroll down, take a look here at the match MVP. We got a 1.71 in Hardpoint, a 1.6 in Search, and a 1.09 in Overload. Paco, Hydra having a phenomenal series. Sam, these are your boys.
Yeah, man.
We'll start with you. I mean, Sam, this is phenomenal from the Thieves. What are your thoughts, Sam?
It's just exceed on land, bro. Where's the bedroom? I mean, honestly, it's what you said. I think Paco and Abizi had a fucking day today, dude. I mean, Scrap, he was there, but him him not being the highlight of the team is fantastic. I think Paco really had like a coming out series. I've been waiting for this in this game, and I think he definitely did it today. Same with Tyler, 11 spree in the S&D, I think. I was a little disappointed in Ravens. Obviously, a little biased. I wanted Thieves to win, but I also really wanted Ravens to like be as good as they have been online. So I was a little disappointed there. But I mean, top to bottom, this was absolute belt. I don't see a world in which Carolina plays Overload Scar again after they got 7-0'd on land or online, excuse me, like a week ago, and they just run it back and get fucking shit on again. Disappointing day for the Ravens, man. Just through and through. I wanted this team to be better, but I mean, when you're playing the Thieves, there's not much you could do.
Yeah, especially when they're playing like that. I can't lie. Dude, what'd you think of the series? Hydra was like, he looked like Hydra today. And I think that was...
I mean, Paco finally became the Paco we know. Abizi literally carried them through the S&D. They were down 0-3, then Abizi just drops 14 kills.
Yeah,
won the S&D by himself, which is absurd. And then for Carolina, it's just a big, like, welcome to the big leagues. Welcome to LAN. And they were just so disappointing. I think there was a tweet from their coach saying that they weren't able to scrim before the games because of some flight delays and stuff. But this was the biggest concern of this team. They went 5-0 online. They look great. They beat Optic. They beat Thieves. They beat Toronto. They beat a lot of good teams. And then we all had to see it on LAN first. Like, I wasn't going to believe in them fully till I saw them do it on LAN. They come out here and they do that. So if they get bounced tomorrow, I don't know what to think of this team. I mean, stage 2, a lot of the matches are online, so that might be good for them. But they got to prove themselves because today was a big disappointment for how good they've been playing online. And they're going to have the online allegations on them, the Warrior allegations on them if they don't step it up tomorrow. Yeah,
Lamar sat down today in the watch party. He said, this just looks like an AM team to me.
Yeah.
And he felt like that they were going to come in and play like an AM team. And today, I'm not going to lie, they did look like an amateur team. It just felt like the teamwork was off. Where, like, online, it felt like the minimap was so great with Carolina.
Yeah,
like,
they were working together well.
Yeah, they were trading well. They were taking the right routes. Like, what do you think, Donnie? Did the lights, were they too bright today? What do you think?
I think it's definitely a factor. I mean, from my point of view, they just lost like focus. We were doing my Breaker Point show, and they were just in the chat the whole time talking like, oh, Thieves is making the online excuses. Like, I'm in LA, I'm in this. We're gonna be better on LAN. Like, I just feel like they like got caught up in like the little 5-0 streak, which it is lit. Like, I even told them, I was like, bro, you guys went 5-0. You just weren't even in the league. You guys turned your season around completely. Great job, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
they're calling them a work from home team in the chat.
Yeah, like,
work
bro,
from
like,
home
lock
is crazy.
in. Like, you got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? The job's
Dude,
not done. So I think it was just like
called it that.
The work from home team. Holy shit. Hey, 11 matches are online next stage, though.
Shout out Blotix, man. He came up with that shit in my chat earlier. I was crying.
Yeah, you can see Ernie, too. I mean, Ernie was definitely letting him know, right? Ernie's been here before. All these Thieves guys have been here before. They definitely wanted to come in with a little bit of vengeance here. But, I mean, Sam, what do you think about Carolina here, Sam? I mean, I know you talked about Thieves and stuff, but, like, what happened to Carolina from your shoes?
I think it was a combination of things. I think Thieves rose to the occasion. They have the experience, and I mean, they just know what it takes to perform on stage when it fucking matters. And I think that Ravens have some rookies. I'm not gonna, they were honestly frying map 1 and they got hard costed by their 2 vets. But I think what you said was like the biggest point, Tom. Just how the mini map looked and like the cohesion of the team.
Yeah.
You look at the names and it doesn't scream like S-tier talent to you, but the teamwork was what was really like separating them online. And then they got to the event, and not only did the individual performance dip, but I felt like the mini map was a lot more discombobulated compared to when they were really like frying online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder who do they play next, Benj? Who's Carolina play tomorrow? Because obviously tomorrow
Vancouver.
It's all elimination matches. They have to get through
Vancouver.
Surge tomorrow.
They should beat Surge.
If they don't beat Surge, there's gonna be big problems.
I heard Surge
I know,
was
but
hooping today.
they play like
in
this.
practice through the grapevine. I heard Surge was hooping.
If Carolina play like this
scrims.
against Surge, though, I think they could definitely make that series can get weird. I think it's the conversation for Carolina. To your point, Sam, is like, after this is like we can't forget how we got here. Your point, it wasn't because all of us are frying individually. It's because we play with heavy teamwork, forced trades, played quick together, and then the individuality showed out once we got the map pressure. And I think on the side of Thieves, I think this is exactly the win condition they've been missing at times this year. I think the sub players both fried today, right? Paco was great in the respawns. I know Abizi in particular went off in the S&Ds, and he was the classic Abizi, like we know, getting first bloods, getting 2 kills, making it super easy for his ARs. And then there's not really that much that Ken and Scrap need to do. I know Ken had a really good pop-off in the map 1.
Let's talk about Kenny for a second.
hold
Let's
on.
talk about it. Hold on.
Hold on, bro. That motherfucker was just throwing up the bullshit.
Yeah.
Bro, I think he got a 1 now. Can we pull up his season stats?
He might
got a 1.
No, the past like 2
I'm
matches
pretty
online,
sure he's got
and
a
now
1.
he's been playing good.
I'm pretty sure he's got a 1.
Close.
He's
One more series.
That's
One
what-
more series.
It's
One
just
more
the
series.
Bro, it's the overload. It's his overload towing him right now.
Yeah. One more series.
Don, someone in my chat was saying that you said on a show that he switched controllers at some point this stage. Is that true?
Yeah. He was using the PS5 because, Optic boys, they found success with the PS5 controller. Everyone tried to steal their swag, and, the swag's not for everyone.
No,
You
he
know,
went
so
back. He went back.
They
to
gotta
the
get their own
PS4.
shit.
Yeah. Every, people were trying to, they were like, the PS5, it moves faster. It has lower response
Well,
time.
apparently it does. Apparently that's a fact.
Yeah, but if you literally just are fucking disabling yourself, then chalk it. You know what I'm saying?
I would think Kenny just has to find like a good time, not in the middle of the season, to get used to it, like to switch and like get used to it.
I
But
mean,
that's
shit,
hard.
if he's frying like this, then keep the PS4.
Yeah. Nah, he's been
yeah,
playing
I know
super well.
Ernie 100% uses a PS4 because he
And he's frying too.
Ernie's still on a micro USB, which is
That's
that's
funny.
great. That's great.
That's
If it's
funny.
not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not
That's
losing
wrong with
to
micro, Tom.
Optic because they
Brother,
can't fucking.
The ARs
do?
had their feet kicked back this series, bro. The subs,
ain't nothing wrong with
the
the
subs
mic, bro.
fried these
No,
guys.
I don't know. But
This is the
Little old
way.
school.
This is the way Thieves has got to play all year, bro. Subs fry, ARs kick their legs back. Yeah, maybe
Well,
sometimes.
yeah, Ben. If Paco could drop a 1-4 every series, that's fucking
It's
awesome.
It's not just Paco though. I mean, Tyler played well in this series as well. So I think for Thieves, listen, you're gonna have a tough match against Gentlemates on Saturday, but
That's the big
this is your,
test.
this is your standard, bro. You point to this match and you say, "This is our standard all weekend. We do this. We're listening to trophy on Sunday."
Yeah.
Because like this match, granted, Carolina was playing good online. This is not like a real test for the Thieves. We don't know how good this team is going to be. They play
Yeah.
Gentlemates. That's the actual test. If they can take down Gentlemates, all right, they're the real deal.
that kind of was going to lead me to my next question: is do you guys think Thieves can keep this up throughout the weekend? Like they come down, they take care of
Yeah.
Carolina 3-0. Do you think they could keep this momentum down and ride it all the way? I mean, they
Yeah.
got Gentlemates tomorrow. I mean, that's going to be a tough matchup for
That's
them.
gonna be tough, but I think they can win it. I'm
Saturday,
gonna pick them.
You're picking Thieves?
I'm gonna
over
pick
Gentlemates?
Thieves in the match. Yep.
Yeah, I got to think
Like
about
that,
that
though.
one for a little while. We'll obviously do predictions at the end. We'll probably do predictions for that tomorrow because they're not even playing tomorrow. Those we don't got any. Tomorrow's
They're
all
all
elimination
playing.
matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's all the blow it up bowls, burger bowls.
And then-
People will be going home tomorrow.
Hey, bro, damn.
What'd you say, Sam?
What'd you say,
What do you keep touching me for, Ben? Damn.
Benj? Can you
Ben,
like, give Sam
Ben,
some
back
space?
up. Give him some.
Yo, wait
Yeah.
for me, bro.
Bruh, Sam's getting away from
I need
it
to
right
address
now.
them in
I'm
chat.
comfortable back
Chat.
here.
There's no parties getting hosted. There's none of that. There's no freak offs. None of that. I don't know what you guys are saying. Stop
Yeah, I don't
putting
know.
this copy pasta in the chat and spreading fake news, please. Nothing's happened. There's no parties.
Now the chat's been on Dylan's ass all
They've been
day,
on my
man.
ass, man. There's no parties. I'm not hosting a no parties. None of that
Hey,
shit.
man. But yeah, we'll obviously see what happens with Thieves. Moving forward, it's a great series from them. Carolina, I think, was probably the biggest story of the day. They just look so off. The teamwork was off, and they have to bounce back. They play Vancouver tomorrow. Donnie said they're looking good in scrims, but if there's a team you want to play right now, it's probably
It's Vancouver. It's Vancouver.
Yeah.
So
My fault,
obviously,
Teach.
yeah. I mean, Sam. They haven't looked the best. It's,
Everyone
They
knows.
don't got Ray anymore.
But Sam, you know when you lose like a good match, you're like, oh shit, all right, bet we have a free winners round or losers
yeah,
round
but
one.
those get dangerous still.
They could
Those
get dangerous, but if you have like a Toronto Miami situation, you're like, oh shit, this could get sketchy. We
Yeah.
play Miami, but you play like one of the bottom teams, you're like, all right, this isn't too bad.
yeah,
Fine,
but
I'm
if you
saying-
lose
and
that,
guys-
that's
Little warm up.
supreme
And
blow
guys,
up.
keep in mind this top side of the winners bracket. You bounce down to losers. You also play again on Friday as well in that match for top six, which would be against either Toronto or Miami.
yeah, I feel like Lurks needs some help today. What do you guys think?
Hey, they all
The
need
whole
help.
team
They
was
all,
like,
they,
the
all,
whole
suck-
team-
they all suck today.
Just because he's a
Zero went
stallion,
from
Tom, we can't let that
unkillable,
slide.
untradeable to
no,
dog shit.
it's just you guys know it's my son right there. You know what I mean? It hurts to see him lose like that, especially to Sam's boys. Any other final thoughts, guys? Any other final thoughts on the LA Thieves Carolina series? It was
Belt to ass.
Yep.
belt to ass.
Carolina, go shoot some bots.
One more thing. If you're playing Thieves, just ban Scar Overload, bro. It's the Overload map. They look the best. Play them on another map, please.
All right, you heard Benj. You heard the man. Let's swap on over to the third series of the day. This was another 3-0 sweep. This one was even worse than the last one. Optic Texas 3-0 the Riyadh Falcons, and it wasn't even close. Colossus Hardpoint 250 to 135, nearly a 100-point club there. Then we got the Exposure S&D where Optic wins 6-3 in that one, and then we got a Den Overload where Optic win 4-1. Optic again. This is just another belt to ass, and take a look. It's another red carpet on the day. You have Celium with a 0.9, Xnay with a 0.76, Kismet with a 0.93, and Pred with a 0.92. On the other side, you have Dashi with a 1.11, Hook with a 0.92, Mercules with a 1.3, And Shotzi with a 1.23 match MVP. Gonna be Mercules. Are we surprised? Probably not. It's
The
Perk
legacy
30.
savior.
The aura, you can see it just oozing from the monitor. It's a 1.45 in hardpoint, a 1.6 in search, and a 1.0 in overload. I mean, this guy is just insane.
Can I go first in this series?
Benj,
if you don't
go
mind?
first in this
Take
series.
it,
I
Benj.
got last.
The Falcons were horrible today.
Okay. First off, Optic, great series. I think conceptually the way they played today on the Colossus, the S&D exposure, I thought is the type of ball we haven't seen much from them in January. I think that was great, well played. They're going to move on to winners round 2, and I feel good value to make winners finals. What the fuck was Falcons doing today, bro?
Damn.
It was bad.
That had to be some of the worst ball that I have seen all year from any team in the league, bro, including like a Vancouver Surge. Because I don't understand what their game plan was today. The way they were playing and how slow they were playing makes no sense in like what's the prototype way to be.
It looked
Optic.
like they were scared of Optic. They were
Which
scared.
is crazy. How the
No.
players on the team? How are you scared of
The
Optic?
world
I don't
champs.
Do you
get
guys
it,
remember
bro.
that map 1? Bro, on the map
I don't
1,
get it, bro.
Pred and Xnid, their sub players had by far the least amount of damage on the team. And they would get a kill and they would not bang the hill together.
Did
They
you
would
see
like bang
break
the,
of
they
the
would get a
map?
kill
They
and
got
sit there.
3 kills,
Hey,
and
look.
Xnid pinched, and that just set the fucking precedent for the entire
They just weren't
map.
moving when they got kills.
It was awful.
On the other side, Shotzi had a really bad start. Everyone's like, oh my God, Shotzi, trip neg. He ended up with the most kills map 1. Like, he just started moving. Like, that's the thing. If you're
Well,
Falcons,
Merc,
you
actually,
got to
but
do.
you don't do
Ah,
up
yeah.
there.
Close enough, close enough.
Perk 30.
But, like, fuck. Falcons was getting the kills. They just weren't doing shit with it. And they look terrible.
I don't know. I feel like people have been on Shotzi's ass, including Pat, bro. You know what Shotzi's bringing to the table, bro.
He's at the 48th best KD in hardball.
I don't
bro.
give a
It's
fuck.
He was
Bro,
throwing up the horse.
Bro, they were on
Deserved,
ass,
I
bro.
don't
they were
give a
setting him
fuck,
up.
bro.
They
I
weren't
don't
letting him
care.
play
Listen,
any small
hold on.
back.
I gotta say this real
And
quick.
that's also true, Sam. That is
They're
also
honing
very
with the
true.
veto say.
Yeah, but Sam, he has to also contribute on score though.
Nah,
There's an excuse
listen.
playing
Of
better on
course,
that
bro,
map.
but if you
Listen.
got 7 ARs in the lobby and then Ant, yeah, he's gonna get fucking fried.
Listen,
Put him on
listen.
Colossus, he's 30 per.
Listen, has Shotzi been playing his best COD early in the season? No. But are we going to sit here and act like that the stat sheet is everything when it comes to Shotzi? I mean, he's not the type of player that's going to go out and always drop those big stats, but you know he's going to be annoying on a map. You know he's taking those routes. You know he's playing ratty and playing weird spots. Like, he's just an annoying player to play against, and he makes the game easier for his teammates. I've said this before in past years with Shotzi, and we're going back this same narrative. I mean, but I don't. Pat didn't show up tonight. Pat, he was invited. He didn't show up. You know what I mean? But I'm sure we'll get Pat throughout the weekend. But Shotzi was great today. He was fucking phenomenal. And I think today, not only is he being impactful, but he was getting kills today. And I think it showed. Like, you saw, like, when Shotzi's getting kills and everybody's on, like, this team is scary. There's a reason why they're back-to-back world champs.
I think Sam got to it, bro. This is why we want to see Optic play Blackheart and Colossus more, bro. Let these subs fly. Let them get pressure. Falcons didn't show up today.
No, it's true. I just feel like when people look at the stat sheets, like they have to have it with, look at it with a grain of salt, right? Like, stats aren't everything with certain teams. And, if a team's playing good and they're winning, like, you can compare the stats with the gameplay, but you got to watch the games, right? Like, you got to see what's actually happening on a map. And today, Optic, they look good to me, Don. What'd you think?
It looked great. Once again, tried to take a risk. Chose Falcons.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm cooked now.
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
this
Don,
was the dagger.
you're blessing us on one of the
Listen,
playing
this was
teams.
this
Thank
was
you,
the
Don. I
dagger. This was the
appreciate
dagger
you, go.
series. I had to
Thanks,
try to
Donnie,
take a
thanks.
risk.
Don's 5 games back, man.
Nah, yeah, it's over with. It's over with. I took a risk, and yeah, it was just bad. I was having this is the series where I was struggling to like find you guys and try to get in, but I was actually watching it, and it was just whoop ass the whole time. I was in the family and friends section. It was all Optic people, and they were under no stress. They were under absolutely no stress. Yeah, it was bad, but I still think Falcons are solid. I mean, maybe it was just a bad day. Sometimes your first series on land is a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? You might be too excited, might be nervous, whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
I don't know who they play tomorrow, but I still think
I
this
believe
team's
they
okay.
play
They play
C9.
Boston?
I think
C9,
Falcons play C9.
Yeah, that's a great little bounce back series.
Yeah.
Not to say that C9's bad, but
You just got to be careful because the way that Falcons lost, though, like, there was no teamwork there. And if they play like that tomorrow, they could
oh
very
yeah, if they
easily
play
lose
like
to
how they
C9.
played today, they're gonna lose.
Like, you'll
Facts.
see it in the clips, bro. It was bad.
Sam, what you think of the series? Sam thought Optic looked good. Falcons obviously are really shaky today. I mean, what are your overall thoughts?
I mean, I hate to dogpile on him, bro, but I bought Falcons. I bought Falcons stock at the top, bro. These guys are awful. Like, bro, I'm not even bullshitting you. I can think of like 7 things off the top of my head that were egregious on the mini map today. Like, again, I mentioned it, the break off of the map. AG gets 3, exits pinching P2 with numbers. AG blocks the P4 spawns, so Shotzi spawns behind them, and then everyone screams, "What the fuck is that spawn?" AG's kill whoring front. The B retake in the S&D was abysmal. all of the overload.
Oh,
the
we
entire
didn't even
map.
talk about that shit
The
yet.
entire map. They looked like they were shitting their pants. Like, this was one of the worst series I've watched just from a pure decision-making perspective of the year, genuinely. I couldn't be more pissed at the way Falcons played this. Optic, though, shout out them. They cooked them the way they should have with the way that they were playing.
Sam, the overload was so weird, bro. Yeah, they were getting
egregious.
kills and not moving, just sitting there. Like, they would get 1-2 dead, and they would just sit there. Like, nobody would actually push,
Bro,
nobody move.
Ant had his first gunfight a minute and a half into the round. Like,
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
crazy.
seen some shit like that, bro. I don't know. Falcons, maybe it was what Don said, and it was just like a weird first series kind of thing. But with the caliber of player on this team, Kismet, world champion, Cell, world champion, AG, world, I'm not accepting that. Like, this team, I don't know what the fuck happened to them today.
Wait, are we gonna let the S&D slide though? Because we didn't even touch on the S&D, bro. In
That's
the
what I
search.
said.
Oh, you said in the search.
3B retake was fucking like,
Bro,
the shit.
What did you
I don't
think,
know.
Sam? Celium was grabbing the bomb. If I ever had see
Yeah, I don't know
Celium
why
grabbing the
Celium's
bomb
grabbing
again, that's how I know they just had no fucking idea what they're doing. Why is Celium, the guy who you're supposed to plant for, and let him 1v2, let him 1v3, grabbing the fucking bomb?
He's not even going to be in the right positions to plan,
and
like
they
the
would-
way he plays.
And then they would just run at the spawn. They
Bro,
would just
the
camp too.
The round with Xnid and Kiz in Zig when Xnid just let Kiz
Oh
die.
my
Yeah,
God.
Bro.
Then we don't even get the trade after
We
we
don't even
fucking
have
skip.
clip. Like, that's the shit. Like, oh, it was the mini map was abysmal today, dude.
The
It was
only-
so bad.
The only S&D rounds they won was when Falcons camped in their base, waited for someone Optic to run them like
Yeah,
Hooker
Kyler
Shotzi,
Ray
and then
do
they would get
it.
numbers and then play good after that. But their opening game strategies in S&D were shit every single round. They literally got free kills and then won. If they had to make a decision, they couldn't do it. They were an absolute mess.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie, it was rough for the Falcons. Question for you guys: do you think the comms played a factor? Because think about it, the Falcons they weren't always praised for their comms, especially when the team was first formed. And I feel like having good comms is harder on LAN than it is online.
Yes.
And
It is,
I
yeah.
feel like that's probably a big problem with the Falcons right now. Is like they're playing calculated
Did
teams
they have
right
a
now.
listening today? I don't even remember one.
Not that I
I don't
remember.
think
I don't
so. I
remember
don't
one.
think they did.
I could take a look on Breaking Point. See if I don't think there was.
I don't think they had a listen.
To be fair though, like in the recent listens, because we've been gassing them.
They've
in
been
the
sounding
recent-
great.
Yeah, their
They've been
comms have been
sounding good. They had it figured out. So
Yeah.
I don't know how
But
much
that's
it's
my
a comp
point, though.
thing.
Is like on
It's
LAN,
pressure,
it's
bro.
different.
Yeah, it
like,
is,
on
it
LAN,
is.
like I feel like the comms probably weren't the same on LAN for Falcons than they were online.
Yeah.
Like it's different when you're quiet in the office compared to being in the
different.
middle stage and there's thousands of people watching. There's hundreds of people cheering around you. You know, it's just a different environment. Like it's different. LAN is a different ball game, and I wonder if their comms was like a huge factor. You could see it like in a mini map. Like usually, if a team's not working together, they're not talking to each other. So like that's kind of where my head's going at it with it. But you know, I obviously wanted to pick your guys' brains. You guys have all played on stage
that's-
before and know how different it is.
That's basically what I said. I just think, I mean, bro, for them to play this horrible, it's just straight nerves. Like, maybe at home they play with carpet, and on land they're playing their chairs rolling around when they get turned on. Their chair starts inching, their monitors all. You know what I'm saying? All that
play
stuff.
on carpet.
Bro, I'm just saying, all that stuff adds up, and they start tweaking. Like, they probably just got comfortable in their home setting, like being able to understand each other. Then they go to LAN and they're playing Optic at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
We're talking about world champions.
I'm just
bro.
saying. I'm just saying,
I
bro.
don't think you're
World
wrong, Don, but they're
champions.
already kind of
Bro,
always.
world champions get nervous all the time. When Ken played me, he gets nervous. He's a
Oh,
champ. Ken is icy. He's still icy. You know what I'm saying? You can get
That's a
nervous and be a
mismatch.
world champ. You know what I'm saying? That's
I mean, bro, listen, these guys always played a loose style caught online. Like, let's not kid ourselves that this wasn't the most structured team of all time. They go to LAN and like obviously kills aren't falling and it looks crazy on the map. Like they gotta get back to like playing a good team standard because this tournament get away from them very, very fast. I believe they're gonna play C9 in losers bracket. That's a match that they should win. But after that, they're good chance they're playing FaZe for top 6. So
Ooh.
the top 8 is definitely possible for the
Oh my God,
squad.
MC.
Wait, you said Falcons is playing FaZe for top 6?
If FaZe
If they-
beat,
If the bracket
FaZe,
works out
yeah,
that
if they
way.
both win,
Yeah.
they wouldn't lose round 1 matches.
Damn,
Yeah.
that would be a cinema if that happened. You got MC going up against FaZe, his old squad. I mean, that would be nuts. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Falcons moving forward. Obviously, they looked rough today, but surely they're in the hotel room right now watching some VOD, right?
I
Hopefully.
know Clay is
don't watch that
tweaking.
shit.
No,
You
Don't
wouldn't
watch that shit, bro. There's
Vibe
certain
reset.
series like I seen another
Vibe
team back
reset.
there watching shit, and I'm just like, bro, just go home, bro.
you walk,
Go
you walk past
home,
the team in the warm up and shit. they're just tweaking.
regain, like
Get
you
some
gotta,
dinner. Get some
yeah,
dinner.
you gotta
son.
regain in other ways,
gotta
bro.
reset.
Like,
No, but Don, you gotta at least if you're not gonna watch any map, you gotta at least watch back that exposure because
Nah,
there's no
yeah.
chance they're winning that map the way they were
Well,
playing.
they have to watch it back
Bro,
eventually.
watch back the whole series if they're gonna do that.
Yeah, it wasn't
Like,
it was a quick
I mean,
one.
I've
It won't
never-
take
bro,
them
bro,
long.
you know the Clay's texting the group chat like, all right, is everyone gonna be ready in an hour? No
Yeah.
response, bro. I'm not responding to that shit, bro.
Ben is
Listen.
shocked if no one
Listen,
responded.
the only
If no
way
one
I'm
responded-
responding is if McGee is calling my phone begging me, yo, Don, your whole team's up here, bro. Like, I'm not watching that bullshit, bro.
Nah, the thing is, I would say you don't have to watch VOD if it's like a really random mistake. The thing is, they play like shit every single map. The mini map looked terrible every single map. So they actually need to go get together and figure out their system, how they want to play the game. Because if they play that tomorrow, C9 could very easily beat
But they
them.
just were slamming people online. The system's there.
Yeah.
No,
They
but
just got
Ben
pissed
even
on.
no, but Ben was even
Decision-making was
even
just
saying though,
shit.
like they play very loose. Like they're not the most fundamentally
No,
sound
bro,
team.
They were
teams.
calling out saying 3-2-1 chows. They're blocking. Bro,
Yeah.
they sounded great, bro. They were not just morons just winning series. Like they were
Agree.
calling
Yeah,
out
but-
in high
100%
IQ
agree.
situations online.
I will-
So
I
that
will-
means there's nothing to talk about. Just don't get nervous and get a kill. That's what I would tell my
say,
team.
Don, they're a team that plays a lot of like Colossus. They play a lot of the bang out hardpoint maps, and like their win record on the other maps is not as great. So when there is more structure and they get exposed to their mistakes, you see the issues. I think in particular though, they don't watch back any map. The exposure, like they're never the way they approach that map on offense and defense. Like I don't know how they're winning maps like that against teams. Like
Yeah.
you just give yourself no info, no timings, never able to lay the rock. You're never going to retake a bomb. Like I don't understand how
Yeah,
you're winning
Get the
rounds.
bomb out of MC's hands.
You're
bro.
literally just going
ASAP.
B, planning and hoping.
Yeah, and if you're Optic, any takeaways from the series? I mean, obviously it's a great series, but I don't know
Those
if there's
guys are
much.
gliding.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much that they can learn from that series, but I think
I
for
mean,
them,
that's exactly what they needed, right?
yeah, they a confidence booster, right? Get some momentum from it. I think for now, it's if they're watching any other VOD, it's probably just getting some homework on some other teams.
It's the
That's-
watch parties for the reactions. That's what they're watching.
Yeah, they're getting doped up. Sam, was it you in the watch party we were talking about? Like, man, after you get a good series, you go back to the room and lay down,
Oh,
you
hell
watch
yeah.
yourself
I'm
fry.
horizontal right
That's
before
got
bed.
like-
Pulling up
Yeah.
every
Everyone's
ball.
everyone's
watching that shit
gassing you.
back.
Every
I'm
ball.
watching
cast
that
is
shit
going
back. I'm on
crazy.
every
Hey,
post.
I'm pulling up the flank segment. I'm pulling up the main.
hundred
No,
percent,
pulling up
bro.
the
and that's how you
side
type in the chat. You're like, yo, and they're like, oh, look who it is. He dropped a 1.5 today.
I'm
That's the
going to
best
bed
feeling.
As happy as possible.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an Optic fan, man, it's definitely a great start to the weekend, man. It couldn't be better for them. So, any other final thoughts? Optic Texas, Riyadh Falcons, anything?
But Damon said he's not even watching it because he's just like, bro, we just beat up on shit stains.
Yeah, I mean, Damon. Yeah, you said Damon was like shrugging his
If I'm on
shoulders,
the
right?
outside-
No, that was when Tom.
Yeah.
Damon shrugged his. I looked over. I think FaZe was down 2-0 going into map 3. I look over. Damon's there. He goes and then walks away. I was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with
Who we
FaZe.
playing right now?
I don't know
Like,
what's going on with FaZe that series. That was crazy.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. We got FaZe Vegas going up against G2. We know this matchup just happened online, and G2 got the better of them. And the same thing happened today, but even worse, because G2 with a 3-0 victory over FaZe Vegas. We start things off with a Black Heart point where G2 went 250 to 189. Then we got a Scar S&D where G2 went 6-2. And then we got a Den Overload where G2 come back in that one, actually. They're actually down like 4-1 or 5-1 in that one, and they bring it all the way back and win 7-5 in the Overload. So really good plays coming in from G2. We'll scroll down, take a look at the stat sheet. Everybody's getting smoked, negative here, except for Simp the Pimp on FaZe. You got Simp with a 1.12, but then you got a 0.81 from Draza, a 0.78 from Abuza, and a 0.75 from 04. On the other side, you got a 0.98 from Mamba, but you got a 1.2 from Caesar Skies Bueno, a 1.21 from Kremp, a 1.25 from Ezreal. Everybody cooking. We'll take a look at the match MVP. It's not up yet, but if I had to give an MVP, I'd probably give it to Caesar Skies Bueno.
Totally.
I thought he was phenomenal today. I thought, especially in the search and just in the hard points, he had a couple of times where he picked up some really big two pieces. He was insane. Obviously, a lot of people are already spamming a Luca in the chat, but FaZe definitely got outplayed today for sure. The mini map did not look good for FaZe today. They looked rough. I felt like they were running the wrong ways on the map. It almost looked like they were losing their heads a little bit. Where on the other side, G2, they stayed focused on the game plan, it seemed. And then, of course, the confidence from G2, especially Kremp. I mean, I love watching Kremp play just because he plays with so much confidence and he just runs it down and just wins so many fights. But G2 outclassed FaZe today, and it wasn't even close. The G2 was by far the better team in the last series online and today. G2 has definitely had FaZe's number. And FaZe, they're definitely struggling, looking a little rough. Dylan, we'll start with you. What's going on? FaZe get 3-0 today. What are your thoughts?
Listen, I mean, we had Kremp in the watch party today. I don't know if you guys
he
were watching
stopped
the watch
by,
party.
and
Kremp,
I asked
Kremp
him if
was
he wanted
chilling.
some papaya before he hopped on stage.
Yeah, Tommy was trying to set him
I
up.
was trying to set him up, but
But
it
you could
didn't
just
work.
tell he was feeling confident. He was feeling lucid. They went out on stage, took care of business. And, I mean, the worrisome thing for FaZe is they look like the FaZe right before the break. Simp doing his thing, frying. Everyone else getting absolutely shit on. The ARs had a terrible map 1. The map 1 and 2 were just so bad. Sim was the only one getting kills. Map 3, it's like, oh shit, okay, FaZe woke up. They're back. Draws is getting kills again. They're up 5-2. And then boom, Mamba spawns in, fucking shits on them. They go on a rally, take the lead at the very end of the game and win. But that's just really scary if you're FaZe. Like, if you can't have a consistent AR slaying, that's going to be an issue, and that everyone's going to keep calling for FaZe Luka because they need someone to help Simp. Like, you can't just rely on one player on the team to carry you through everything. We're seeing it with Toronto, too, with Joe. If Joe doesn't fry, they don't win. With FaZe, if Simp doesn't fry, odds are they're not going to win. And this was just a really bad,
I don't know the stats.
not even close series.
I just want to say one thing, but I don't know the stats, but I swear Abuza is him online.
Yeah, this is his
Like,
worst
I
series
know
here.
the Kason land is not, you maybe don't consider a real land, but like even at that, he was like frying online before that, and then went to the land and threw up the horse. I don't know what he got going on, but I swear online he's been frying. I don't
Don,
know.
I think you're getting to the Achilles heel of this team because they obviously got a bad series from 04, a bad series from Abuza. And to your point, I think Abuza was playing at a very good level prior to this tournament. I think the problem is their weakest player right now is Draws. And I know Zach has had some good series online, but I think today he was poor. He's been really poor overall in S&D on the season and matches. I know that their S&D record is good, but individually he hasn't played well. Brother, I'm sorry. This team should never be getting 0 first bloods in a search map, bro.
That was crazy.
That's pathetic,
That's
bro.
crazy.
8
That's
rounds,
pathetic.
they didn't get a single first
I don't know
blood.
even know that's happened before. Like,
I've
get
never
not
seen
one first blood.
Eight
It's
straight
definitely
rounds
happened.
of
It's
not having a
definitely
first
happened.
blood
It's
is
definitely
crazy.
No, 8 is crazy, bro. Even if you get 6-0, at some point you get a first kill in a round. That's
Yeah.
insane, especially for players like this team because FaZe is such a good search team, great search players. The fact that they don't have one first blood, that's embarrassing.
But even some of the rounds, like, were so weird. Like, let's take a look at the beginning of the first round alone was just so fucking weird. When they just jumped out at top middle and just got 2-pieced. I think it was the first. Was it the first round where they just died from mid? Like, it was just Skies got 2. Yeah, I think it was the first round where Caesar just pops an easy 2-piece. And they just give up mid. And you can see it starts right here. They're not even looking at it. It just seems like they almost lost their heads a little bit. Sam, what did you think of the series, Sam?
Thinking it's a fucking Mamba diff. That guy might own you guys.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean Mamba. Well, I think he's like what 4-0, 3-0.
Nah, they
No,
lost to FaZe
they
one
lost to
time.
FaZe,
They
at
choked at
EWC.
EWC. They choked, but he's like 3-1,
Be a real
4-1.
shame if you
man.
woke up and his cowboy boots were gone, Sam. Be a real fucking shame.
Real shame.
Nah, in all seriousness, man, Caesar, what a fucking day, huh? Like, I've been waiting for a Caesar Skies performance for a while like that. FaZe just looked flat, bro. I mean, to Donnie's point and Ben, I think the AR duo really let Simp down today. I think Draws has been underperforming for honestly a while now at this point. I don't really think it's like a today kind of thing. I don't really think he's been like as good as he needs to be for this team to be consistent. Simp needs some fucking help, but G2, I mean, I was like kind of in your chat. Was it the day before yesterday, Tom, when you guys were talking about G2 and like the roster changes and like whatever needed to happen going into this major? And G2 has spent more time this year being good than bad. They had like a couple of shaky online performances like at the start of the league, but preseason at the Kason thing or whatever event it was when they got like third, and then they have a couple of really quality wins online going into the major, and now they upset FaZe, who most people had as a grand finalist. Like,
Yeah.
this team has been pretty fucking good now for the majority of the season. So I mean, I get that like this is technically an upset, but G2 has kind of been hanging around for a little bit now. This isn't like some random upset.
Yeah,
Granted, nobody picked them to win, but they're a good team.
I love seeing Caesar doing well because I just feel like it goes to show like sometimes just like the environment around you or just being slotted into the right piece of the puzzle. We talk about this all the time. Like, in order to have a good COD team and for somebody to play really good, like everybody needs to be doing their job and everybody needs to be on the same page. And I feel like Caesar's on the same page with these guys. Like he looks comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like it's looking like prime Caesar Skies Bueno out there, and I love seeing it because he's obviously had some ups and downs, and he's had a lot of people talk dirt on his name, and he's coming and making a statement here at Major One, and it's cool to see.
I also love Small, but I love the Blackheart win here as well because like we obviously tout this team on Colossus, but like if you have one of those two in every series, which you're guaranteed to have, that's so massive for your hardpoint map pool. Like if they're that good at both of these maps, that is a real problem for a lot of these teams because a lot of these teams don't want to play those maps. They're very uncomfortable playing those styles of maps.
Yeah.
I think the reason why we're like, especially like me, I'm very harsh on this team is just because like I just want to see more consistency. Like they have been better than they have been bad, I guess. But like when they're bad this year, they're like literally the worst team in the league. It looks like. So that's why I feel like they get so much like criticism. Like they 3-0'd FaZe here, right? I don't know who they play next, but like hopefully they don't just throw
Optic.
up the don't just
Yeah,
throw
play
up the
Optic.
horse versus Optic. You know, like even if they lose versus Optic, I mean they're already top 6. I think that buys their roster some more time. Like they shouldn't blow it up or anything. But like don't just play Optic and get 3-0 slammed. You know what I'm saying? Be competitive every single series because they have it in them. It's just some series is like, damn, 0.4 out of the AR duo. Like no one's moved. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why they
But
get criticism.
They bought themselves a nice gap between some of the teams that were kind of that like Boston group of teams that's going to end with 10 or 20 CDL points. They're now in a good spot. To your point, Don, like I'm not going to pick them to beat Optic. The key question is when they play either probably Toronto or Miami. You would think in that top 6 matchup, for top 4 on Saturday, like, are they going to be able to win that shit? I don't know.
I think with this series specifically, like, I think both of these teams are very similar in terms of like winning for a series. Like you're looking at like really gritty S&D teams that you would take against the majority of the league, and their overload is like good enough to be consistent in every single series. And if their hard point is on, chances are you're getting 3-1 or 3-0'd. Like they're that good at search, and if their overload is that good on Den, which it seems to be, you kind of need to take G2 off of Den in my opinion, because I think they've played it literally every series this year. Like this is a team that's going to be sticking around in every series. They're gonna be a hard out with how good they are at search.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely
Same with FaZe.
think Optic's going to be a tough matchup for him, but I think G2 can make a run, bro. If they keep this up and they keep this confidence up, I could see them going, definitely making it deep in this
They
tournament.
just have to not get their confidence shattered by Optic and then crumble in that extra match on Saturday, because they can go 0-2 on the weekend and they're out top 6. And like that's probably still a good result for them, but we'll know a lot. No one here is picking them against Optic, I assume, right?
No, I probably
not.
have Optic, but I mean, nobody picked them against FaZe. And they beat FaZe, right?
Actually, I'm so far behind. Yeah, I'll pick them versus Optic. I'm just so far behind. Like, yeah, I will pick
That's a
them
good
versus
move,
Optic.
Don.
But I don't think Optic we're gonna
Well,
lose.
the thing is, Optic will have different maps against them because FaZe don't want to play Raid against them. Optic won't play Scar against them, so they'll get Raid in this series. So we'll see. I mean, if G2 could take map 1 against Optic, and let's say they're Team B in this series, like they may get their S&D up 1-0, and you never know.
Yeah, but I do want to talk about FaZe. I don't want to let them slide here. Are you guys worried? Are you guys worried about FaZe?
Absolutely.
A little worried,
absolutely,
yo.
bro. They have
Worried.
not shown.
Land? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Their ARs are shit.
He's like him right there. Their ARs are shit.
I think
Nah,
Where's
yeah.
that no? That no ain't joining us tonight?
the long-term problem, and it's not necessarily a major one problem, but it's at some point during the year problem with the Saluka thing is like at some point, in order for them to win a event, they're going to need both their ARs to fry. And so far this year, it just hasn't happened in like 98% of the maps that they have played. So until that improves, like we've only seen one LAN series so far. Until that changes, I don't know, bro. They can obviously make a deep run to the point of their search prowess, but then you get stinkies like this today, where it's a 1v7 for Simp.
Yeah. And then we could take a look here at tomorrow's matches and see what's going on. But we actually got some bangers tomorrow. We got Carolina going up against Vancouver, Toronto Koi going up against the Miami Heretics.
Oh, that's a good one.
We got the Riyadh Falcons going up against Cloud9 New York, and then we got FaZe Vegas going up against Boston Breach. Like I said earlier in the show, these are all elimination matches. So if you lose tomorrow, you are going home. So everything on the line here tomorrow in these matchups. We got Carolina going up against Vancouver. Personally, I think I'm going to go with Carolina in this one. Donnie, you said Vancouver's been looking good. Maybe they're getting better.
Surge. I'm going Terry, man.
I mean, listen, I would love to see Vancouver make this a series and actually start fucking competing, bro. Because I don't.
Picking a favorite, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna be
Straight
honest.
underdogs.
I do think Vancouver has talent, man. Like I just feel like their teamwork and what they've been doing on the map, it just hasn't been cohesive. So I'm hoping that tomorrow that they can bring this together and make it a series. But I am gonna go with Carolina. I think they're gonna bounce back after today's match. But what do you think, Dill? What do you got?
I'm probably leaning towards Carolina. I do think they'll come out hot and like kind of get back to that form. I don't, after Carolina's performance in that winners round 1, I don't see either of these teams. Whoever wins this will probably lose next round. But I'll probably lean Carolina right now because Vancouver has been looking like shit. Hopefully they can turn it up. TJ on land should go crazy. So still leaning Carolina though.
Yeah. What do you got, Donnie?
I'm going Terry. This is the only underdog I'm going to pick, by the way. But yeah, I'm going Tej. Last dance, man. Go out. It's last dance, Terry. You got to put Exceed down, bro. I'm leaving it up to you, bro. I'm not even calling for no one else on this team. I don't even know they exist.
Damn.
Teach over the Ravens, man.
What about you, Sam? Who do you got?
I got Ravens over Tej, unfortunately.
Why, Sam? You think Vancouver doesn't have it? You don't think they're going to put it together?
I think Vancouver is pretty shit, and I don't know why, but I have some small semblance of confidence that the Ravens will put it together again. We'll see.
Yeah. What about you, Benj? Who do you got?
Well, I got Carolina because Vancouver can't win a hard point these days. I mean, they finished with 4-23 map count type shit. So, like, I think I got to go Carolina 3-1 here.
Carolina 3-1?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, then we got Toronto Koi going up against the Miami Heretics. Man, this is gonna be a. They have beef, right?
I think. Oh, they have
Like they don't like each
They
other.
hate each other.
They
Like the
hate
Orange,
No,
their fans hate each other.
The fans hate each other. The players.
Oh,
in
the
this situation
players.
don't.
Yeah, the
hate
players
each other.
don't, but everyone around them hates each other. So whoever loses is getting
I'm
fucking
still confused
roasted.
by the whole situation.
It's a Spanish thing, Tom. It's a
But-
Spanish
Hey,
thing.
I'm not
Hate each other.
complaining. I want the
But
they
that
want to talk some
that
shit.
creates an interesting dynamic for the players because it's not like a Barca Real thing where the players hate each other. Like, how do you, as a player, like feel in that rivalry situation? Like, are you going to try extra harder even though you have all this external pressure? Like,
Well, Ben, you also just don't want to lose losers round one at Major One and potentially get dropped because
100%.
if someone loses, there could very well
I'm
be
sure
a roster
they'll be
change.
going very hard tomorrow,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Very hard. I mean, we're at a major. You know, there's no way they don't. But I'm probably gonna go with Miami Heretics today after what I saw. Tomorrow after what I saw from Toronto today. Toronto just didn't look that good to me today. They look uncomfortable. Like I feel like it's kind of like the Joe Deceives show right now. It's like so much is banking on Joe Deceives. I just don't see them closing it out tomorrow. I think Miami's just gonna. I think they're gonna come out and shock people. I think Miami. They feel like Miami's been getting a little bit better online. They've been getting better and better. Trace has been getting more comfortable, so I'm gonna go with Miami. I'll go with Miami in that one. But I honestly have no idea who's winning that series. That's kind of just me just throwing a dart at the dartboard there. But who do you got, Donnie?
I got Toronto. Picked them today. I'm going to pick them again. Hopefully they show up. I mean, to be honest, Joe is good enough to win this by himself. If he plays like how he did today, I'm just saying.
Low-key, I was about to say the same
versus the
thing.
mates, you got they have a lot of talent on that team. I mean, not to say that Heretics don't have talent. I just don't think Heretics have looked that great.
Yeah.
Like, even if,
Both of them have been shaky, to be fair.
Yeah. Even if, like, Joe's teammates throw up the horse shit, I think they can still get through this series.
What about you, Sam? What do you got over there?
I'm gonna go Miami. I think Toronto is one of the top 5 fucking scammiest teams in the league, and Miami has super who don't move. So I'm expecting a super masterclass tomorrow. I'm gonna go Miami here. I think Toronto's roster composition sucks, and they're probably gonna be due for some changes after this event.
All right, Dill. What do you got?
I mean, we're seeing Trake's his debut in the CDL. I do think Miami has way better teamwork than Toronto, but like you guys said, I think fucking Joe is going to be able to take over this series, and I think Real will bounce back right here. He's playing his old team, his old boys. There was all the drama of him leaving this team during the offseason, so I do think they'll pop off. But even if Toronto wins this, I'm not saying they should stick together. They should still probably explore some changes after this. But I think I'm giving the edge to Toronto. If it goes Game 5, though, Miami will probably win, but I'm gonna say Toronto 3-1.
All right, Benji, who do you got?
a bit of a weird one. Who do you guys think is the favorite in this series? I'm just curious.
I have no idea.
Toronto is,
Yeah,
but it doesn't feel
Is it Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto.
Just based on seeding, yeah.
I guess based on seeding, yeah.
And the
but-
names, they have the bigger names on Toronto too. So
I just think in a weird series like this, I mean, these guys played earlier this year, and it went to 5. I think Miami's search is better than Toronto's right now. That General Mates series, I know they lost, but I feel like Miami didn't look awful in that series against General Mates. And I thought first map, they won the S&D. Like, the series could have gone a different way. I just don't see it with Toronto right now. I'm taking Miami last map classic.
You got last map?
Last map banger.
All right. Then we got the Riyadh Falcons going up against Cloud9 New York. Man, I have no fucking idea. I literally have no clue. I think I'm going to go with Cloud9 tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not gonna
smoking
lie.
crack. Oh, you're smoking. Tom,
Yeah, I think I'm going with Cloud9. Yeah, I'm
Are you
sure.
sure?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
sure?
sure.
Really sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm positive. Bro, I'm a little worried for the Falcons after what I saw today, to be honest. I have a feeling that on land, like, they're not, like, working together. Like, I feel like they're just kind of running all over the map. I mean, I would hope that at least, like, Vivid, Beans, Mac, and those, like, I would hope that they would work a little bit together.
Every time we've clowned Tom for his predictions, he's been right.
Yeah,
so
I've been
I'm gonna let him
clowned a
rock
few
on that.
times this year, and I've been right. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's not a bad pick. It's not a bad
I like
pick.
that.
I mean, I don't know. You guys are talking like Falcons are the best team in the fucking world right now. I mean, listen. I'm gonna go C9. I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm close to first right now, so I'm gonna switch things up a little bit, and maybe I could get a haymaker here and get into that first place spot for the predictions. But I'm going Cloud9. Who do you got, Donnie?
I'm going to go Falcons. I'm going to rock with the Falcons. Been rooting for them recently, so I'm going to just go with the Falcons, but they don't look great. They don't look great at all. I think C9 can easily win the series.
Yeah, what do you got, Dylan? You got any faith in Afro with the boys on C9?
Dude, those are my guys. I'm a C9 legend there. 0.6 is all over, but I still think Falcons are gonna win this. I just think Celium's not going down. Like if I see Celium losing to Cloud9, he's going down snaking. He's gonna do some crazy shit. I think this is a series where like Pred will take over too, and the Kismet and X, they'll just be running it down together. Cloud9, and if they go Game 5, Cloud9's fucked. They average like 1.6 rounds in a Game 5. So if they at least get to Game 5, Falcons got it. And yeah, we got to see. We did say, and we did see Falcons play bad today, but we didn't get to see any of these other teams play. And my faith on Cloud9 is pretty low right now. So I'm going Falcons.
All right, Benj, who do you got?
I'm surprised that nobody mentioned that these teams played like a week ago or so.
By the way, Benj is top 10 global right now in predictions, right? You've been doing your top 10 in
I'm
the
actually
world.
crushing in predictions.
And Stem.
Yeah.
These teams played. It was a weird Game 5 series, and obviously Falcons waxed them last map. So like, I won't be surprised if you get like double Colossus. They split the maps. Who looks best on Overload? I don't think C9 have looked good on like a single Overload. I've watched all the split. I think Falcons win this in Game 5, but I don't think it's the world's cleanest series, to be honest, in my mind. And Cloud9 just melts again in the Game 5 for the 7th time, the split.
Okay. What about you, Sam? What do you got?
I got Falcons as well. I think it's just talent diff, even if they are playing brain dead. I just think fucking spot for spot, I got Falcons. I mean, granted, if they play how they played today, U4 right there on my screen could probably take them Game 5. So.
Absolutely.
It's a great squad right here.
I'm hoping they
Subliners,
put it
baby.
together a little bit better, but yeah, I got Falcons.
Yeah, I got you guys. I'm blocking spawns, bro. You guys fucking sit in hell. You
Absolutely.
guys push out.
Absolutely. No, you sit in hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You push out, bro. You you ain't singing hell, Tom.
Yeah, I ain't doing
Good
that
teammate,
shit.
Ben.
No, you ain't doing that, bro.
I ain't doing that.
I'm looking at a stiff roster.
Then, of course, we got FaZe Vegas going up against Boston Breach. A little bit worried for FaZe. I feel like Boston could get the W here against FaZe if FaZe come out and play how they did today. But I am going to go with FaZe in this one. I'm going to believe in the boys and think they're going to get the victory here. But I can see it being a good series, man. I'm hoping we see some more teamwork from FaZe tomorrow. But who do you got, Don?
I'm going to go FaZe. Hopefully they all open up Reddit. They see all the Luca prop.
Hopefully they open up Reddit.
No, they need to. They need to. When you're about to get dropped, like when I found out I was about to get dropped for Venom, I tried to lock it the fuck in. It didn't work, but I tried. You know what I'm saying? We need some fucking passion. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be over with for one of the ARs. So just lock it the fuck in. We need a legacy out of Zach, bro. I love Zach as a person. He's been throwing up the horse for months. For months. He has, bro. I love Zach, bro.
Going back to last season, too.
I love Zach, bro. He's got to get a damn kill on land and take over. Got to do something.
Who do you got, Dill?
Tom, I might have to do it.
Do it. You could do it.
I might have to do it, man.
Do it, bro. Do it.
I don't know. I think
don't
Snoopy,
care.
someone on Boston, Nasty. They have Nasty too. Nasty's good, bro.
Saying that FaZe is getting fucking dead
Listen,
last?
if you guys
That's
are
what
all
they're
going,
saying,
if y'all
Sam.
are all
That's
going
what
for
they're
FaZe,
saying.
I gotta switch it up, bro. I'm going Boston. My guy Purj, we went to get barbecue. Terry
He
Blacks.
is horrible.
He's been playing like shit, but they have a land diff. Yo, I'm going Boston right here tomorrow.
Going Boston, Dylan. Dylan's
Yeah.
going with the Boston Breeze
I'm risking
tomorrow.
it. I'm risking it. I'm already last in the prediction. What else could happen?
That's true. I mean, what about you, Ben J? I mean, you're top 10 global. I mean, what are you thinking over there?
I am very curious how FaZe will approach this. They love to play maps like Scar. They didn't look great on it today, and Boston loved those maps, but they also, have had mixed results. So maybe we just get the square up there. I think FaZe won 3-1. I don't know if it's the world's cleanest ball, but if they want to get deep in this tournament, considering who they're going to now have to play, now on the bottom side of the losers bracket, they need the ARs to step over. They're going home before Sunday for sure.
Obviously, man, it was a great day today at Major 1. The energy was lit in here, and it was only Thursday. It was pretty loud for a Thursday.
Yeah. They showed out. Yeah, the venue's sick, Sam.
It's a low ceiling, steep ball. It's a college basketball arena, so they're trying to generate that noise. I think
Is it like same size as Allen?